Hi and welcome to the United Stat Talk, the channel where we discuss, analyze and review Manchester United tactical plans and player stats. In this match preview, we're going to be having a look at Manchester United's team news, the possible tactics and formations we can both expect from Wolves and Manchester United. Also, we're going to be having a look at the key players that will mainly be able to really influence this game. And lastly, right at the end, I'll also be giving you my scoreline prediction. But anyways, let me stop rambling on and let's get straight into it. Starting in goals, we can definitely expect to be seeing Rui Patricio holding down his position in goals, as he also has one clean sheet in the league as in the previous game they drew 0-0 to Leicester City. In the back three, we can also expect to be seeing possibly Barley, Cody and Ryan Bennett lining up in their usual back three. In the five-man midfield, on the left we can see Johnny. The three midfielders, we can see Jean Moutinho. Holding would definitely be most probably Ruben Neves, and the other midfielder playing off the right will most probably be Den Donker. Right on the far end of the right mid, we can expect to also see Doherty. Up front, the two strikers for Wolves, we definitely can expect to be seeing Jimenez and Jota up front. What we can do within this Wolves team, they play a very rigid formation. However, we can still expect to see a little bit of movement within the midfield and rotation between the midfields, in a sense that when Wolves transition into an attack, we can expect to see Jean Moutinho moving more up into a number 10 position, and then Ruben Neves and Den Donker holding their positions as left and right centre mid. When Wolves are in that transitioning phase of during the attack and building up plays, they normally like to give a few passes between the centre mids and the centre backs in order to build up play, allowing the centre backs to actually push higher up with the ball. When they get higher up the ball, they normally feed the ball back to one of their centre mids in the likes of Ruben Neves, or sometimes they even give it back to Cody, who will normally hit one vicious diagonal ball across the field to Doherty, who will normally take the ball from the right wing and serve in a beautiful cross. That's one thing that we've commonly usually seen with Wolves last season and also even in the Leicester game, and this is something which we really need to be careful about and that we really need to be monitoring in this game. And yeah, that's definitely what we can expect to be seeing from them when they're building up play. Defensively, what we know we can definitely be expecting to see from Wolves is a 5-3-2 formation where there's going to be very limited space between the team's three centre backs and their three centre mids, as they like to really play a very tight line, deep line, making it very hard for the opposition to really play in and around their box, making it very difficult also for their number 10s to really for the opposition's number 10s to really get a hold of the ball and make intricate passes around the penalty area. By doing that, this actually really forces the opposition to really play out wide and making it easier for them to actually close down the ball, to close down possession and possibly win the ball and possibly just hit one massive long diagonal pass across, for which Jota and Jimenez can really chase onto in order to hit the opposition on the break. And usually Premier League teams normally like to have the holding midfielders sit in between the two centre backs, as the centre backs normally like to split out wide. So what Wolves like to actually do, they normally like to either Jota or Raul Jimenez dropping back to apply more pressure on the defensive midfielder, making it very difficult in order for the team to actually have an outlet pass in order for them to be able to switch play. So by actually applying more pressure on the defensive midfielder, that actually forces the defensive midfielder to actually pass the ball back all the way to their centre backs and for them to actually have to restart play. By doing that, that actually allows them to get higher up the pitch in order for them to actually be able to press the opposition higher up the field. And if at any stage Wolves are also able to intercept the ball, they normally try to hit the opposition very quickly on the counter attack, where we normally see one massive diagonal ball targeting either Jota or Jimenez, but mainly Jota because he has the pace to normally beat centre backs. They normally launch the ball to him and he basically blasts down that wing to normally put in one wicked delivery in for Raul Jimenez in order for them to try to actually score against their opposition. So that's how I think Wolves will be lining up against Manchester United in order to make it very difficult for us to basically claim our second win of the season. But the main question is not actually about what Wolves are going to be doing. The main question is, what can Man United do in order for us to be able to break those Wolves team down and for us to basically go out there and actually claim our second win of the season. Let's get straight into having a look at our Manchester United's tactics. Now, as we all know that we are all really excited about Manchester United from what we can be expecting from this season after we smashed Chelsea 4-0. But I do not think that we should still go into this game being all naive and thinking that it's going to be the same walk in the park as it was against Chelsea, you know. Because if we think about the Chelsea game, although we won 4-0, I still honestly think that there's a lot of areas for improvement in terms of our ball retention and what we can actually do when we're playing against opposition. But you know, how I think we're definitely going to need to line up in this game, we're going to have to be playing a 4-4-2 formation. And the reason why I'm not going to go for a back three is because I believe that if we're going to match Wolves the same way we did in the last time we played against them, which we lost when we tried to actually match them up, I don't think it's going to work this time around. I honestly believe that Manchester United, we should go there with a different approach this time. And this time we should definitely go with the 4-4-2 formation. Starting in goals, we can definitely be expecting to see the marvelous and so prolific David De Gea. The back four, we know right back's going to be Wan-Bissaka. Left back, Luke Shaw. The two centre backs, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. And in the four-man midfield, we can expect to be seeing Diogo Dalot operating in right mid. Left mid, we can see Andreas Pereira. Down the middle is going to be Pogba and Scott McTominay. Up front as our two strikers, we know it's definitely going to be Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford. When we transition into attack, the best way that I believe that we should be moving forward is the fact that we should try to be seeing ourselves moving in more of a 3-1-4-2 formation, where we can then see Aaron Wan-Bissaka staying back in a back three with alongside Lindelof and Maguire. And the reason why I think that we should stay with the back three, it is because this Wolves always like to leave two men up the field. The reason why Solskjaer would definitely want to go with this sort of an approach is because as Wolves always have to stay up, leave two men upfield, we always want to make sure that they are always outnumbered. So that's why I believe that keeping Aaron Wan-Bissaka in a back three would be definitely very useful because he's got the pace, he's got the tackling and the tackling ability to really recover, making it very difficult for if Wolves are to hit us on the break, we will be able to recover. One thing we can expect from Solskjaer's back three and defense is the fact that we'll most probably be seeing Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka driving out from the back with the ball, where we can see that Harry Maguire will be driving out the ball on the left hand side to actually feed passes either to Luke Shaw or Andreas Pereira in order for them to be able to actually work the ball up the field, work the triangles very well in order to get Luke Shaw in and behind the defense to actually whipping crosses. On the right, we can expect to see the same thing from Aaron Wan-Bissaka to drive up the field with the ball, feed passes to Paul Pogba, feed passes to Diogo Dalot. And that's why I believe that Diogo Dalot needed to start this game, because we know that in terms of attacking, I still think he's better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Defensively, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is way better than him. That's why I believe that, that's why I think that both of them should be playing in this game. But anyways, yeah, so we'll be seeing Paul Pogba and Diogo Dalot also being able to work the ball really well in a triangle and playing some really neat triangles along with Anthony Martial in order to get Diogo Dalot in and behind in order for him to be able to whipping crosses, because that is where the space lies within this Wolves defense. That's the one way we can really break them down. Defensively, we can expect to see Manchester United setting in a 4-4-2 formation. By being set up in this 4-4-2 formation, we can expect to be seeing Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford to be staying up front, and we can then expect Diogo Dalot and Andreas Pereira to be doing the tracking back and try to close up the opposition on the flanks to try to create a 2v1 situation against Wolves wing backs in order to make it very difficult for them to actually get crosses into the box. Once we win the ball back in defense, we can definitely try to see how we will be able to hit Wolves on a counter in order for us to basically exploit the back in behind their three-man defense. And yeah, definitely that's how I think Manchester United will be lining up against Wolves in this game. It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a really, really tough game. I think outside of playing any other teams in the top 6, Wolves away is the toughest fixture. They do not make it easy for anyone. They really do not make it easy for anyone. And if we're actually able to win this game against Wolves, I think that'll be a massive statement to the Premier League of the fact that Manchester United are back, because we know that we have a tactical manager that actually really knows what he's doing. Because that's the main question that many fans and that many of us are actually really wondering. It's good that we're able to really play a counter-attacking football, which is really swift and really good. But when we are the team that need to play on the front foot, are we able to actually break an opposition down and get goals? And that's what we're going to find out in this upcoming game against Wolves, whether Solskjaer is able to set out Manchester United in order for us to be able to actually do that. So it's going to be a very important game, very, very important game. On to the key players for this game. I think that definitely the key players will be, for Manchester United, will be Paul Pogba. I mean, two assists already to his name this season. He's looking really good. I think he's the player that really holds the key for us being able to unlock this Wolves defense, because without him, we're really going to struggle to do that. And yeah, I think everything is in this game for Man United is going to come from Paul Pogba in terms of chance creation. So that's why I think he's going to be a really crucial player for us in this game. And another key player for Wolves, I believe he's definitely going to be Diogo Jota. The reason why I think he's going to be the key player is because, I mean, in the past, he's really demolished Man United. This man annoys me. To be honest with you, this man really annoys me by how good he actually is against us. I think the last time when we played, the past 2 times that we played Wolves at the Molineux Stadium, he scored in both of those games. So I think he's really going to be a threat for us, especially when if Wolves are able to hit us on the break or on the counter with his pace, to get him in and behind the defense, and to actually, with his skills and trickery, I think he's really going to be a threat. He's going to be definitely the key player for Wolves in this game against Manchester United. On to scoreline predictions, I believe that Manchester United we're going to walk away with a hard 4-2-0 victory. I honestly believe it's going to be a very tough game. Although we're going to win 2-0, it's going to be very tough for us to get that 2-0 victory. It's going to be a really hard 4-1. And yeah, one goal coming from Paul Pogba, other goal coming from Marcus Rashford. I believe that also the reason why we're going to walk away with a 2-0 win, because with the addition of Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka in our defense, they really solidify our defense, and that's going to enable us to actually cross over the line without conceding a goal in this game again. And yeah, that's what I definitely think would be the scoreline prediction in this game. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below on who you think should be starting for Man United, who you would like to see, the possible formation that you think Manchester United will be playing, and also if you can also let me know in the comment section below what you think what your scoreline prediction will be on this game. If you like this video, smash that like button, and if you're also new to the United Stat Talk, hit that subscribe button and join the family, and also turn on that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with this latest information about Manchester United. But anyways, thanks for watching and see you soon.